Hey guys, Joey here. I know I've made a lot of videos like this, but I just wanted to keep you updated about what's going on the railroads lately. One thing I wanted to let you know was this is also in regards, as I've said before, to the signals on the CSX Peninsula Sub, former CNO, which really left a bad taste in my mouth after seeing 5 trains in 9 hours. I know that's not the busiest line at all by any means, but I was sent a picture today of a new concrete foundation sitting at Lee Hall, which means that the signals are probably going to be replaced soon. So my advice to you is, I don't know how much longer they're going to be out there, the old CNO signals. So if you're a fan of CNO signals, get out there and take pictures as quickly as you can. Also, there are also new signals turned to their side at 40.4 and 40.3, which are the Magruder signals near Airport Road, and also another set of signals at the 32.2 and 32.3, which are known as Grove, right by Busch Gardens. In fact, let me take this off the tripod here real quick so I can show you. Now keep in mind this is not my photo, so hopefully I won't get a copyright violation. But anyway, this signal that you're looking at right here by the Busch Gardens, as you can see, those are not the original signals, the original CNO signals. However, they do have the green on the bottom. I think they're off right now, yeah, because those are intermediate approach lit. And here's what they look like from the other side. Now, real quick, let me just show you. This is two-headed aspect because it goes to single track right up there. So that's why there's only 2 over 1 there. We'll go to the other side. This is what it looks like from the other side. As you can see, it says Grove right there on the box thingy, on the control box. Now, as I said, those are not the original. I believe those are made by L&W Industries. I'm not sure, though. I'm just judging from the way the visors look because they're a little different. I don't think they're safe trans signals. They might be, but I don't think they are because the visors are different from other signals that I've seen in the Tidewater area. So that's what they look like right now, but there are, in fact, according to my bud David Tooley, some new Darth Vader signals sitting there. So even though those aren't original CNO signals, I would strongly advise you to take your pics while you can. And those 2 photos, I give credit to Edward Kearns II. Those are his photos. So, yeah, now it's brighter. So let's take one more look at them, shall we? I brightened up the screen a little while ago, but my computer's been acting real strange. So there's the westbound indication. There's the eastbound. That's track 1, that's track 2. That's what 322.2 is. 32.2 milepost track 2. So anyway, there you go. Let me put this back on the tripod right quick here. There it goes. Now, those are newer signals. They're not brand new, obviously. I'd say they're about 15 or so years old. But they are not CNO originals. However, in keeping with the CNO tradition, they do have the green on the bottom. How do I know? Well, if you look at my Amtrak P069 video from Thanksgiving Day 2012, you'll see the icon Amtrak going by there at 79 miles an hour. And I took a picture of the signal, and the green is clearly on the bottom. Those are the Grove signals, in case you didn't know in my video. I think I put that in the description, but anyway. One other topic that I wanted to go over, like I said, I know I've made a lot of videos about this, but I think I should probably stay on top of this kind of thing so I can let you know. Now, I talked to my buddy Barry. He's the guy that you see up at Collier and Suffolk a lot. He's the one that said, "Now you children play nice till we get back," in that Amtrak video. And you can also see him laughing in one of my videos from Collier. So Anyway, he told me, now keep in mind, I want to let this be noted that it's only a rumor circling around the railfan community at this moment. It's not confirmed. So if you tell anybody about this, be sure to tell them that it's currently just a rumor and that it's not for sure yet. But word has it that there is a possibility that in the autumn of 2013, that train 67, the Amtrak 67 and 66. Yes, you heard that right. The same Amtrak 67 and 66 that you see on the Peninsula Sub going to and from Newport News may be rerouted to Norfolk instead of Newport News. Why? Well, to be honest with you, it didn't make a lot of sense to me either. But when Barry explained it to me, there's a lot more population on this side of Tidewater than at Newport News, and people tend to take the buses to Virginia Beach, whereas they could take the bus from Norfolk to Virginia Beach instead, much shorter distance, which also cuts down on gas that the buses have to use. So anyway, like I said, it's strictly a rumor right now. I don't know for sure if it's true, but there is a possibility that train 67 and 66 may be rerouted to Norfolk instead of Newport News. They would more than likely run at the same time to and from Norfolk as opposed to Newport News. They would just have to go from, instead of from Boston to Richmond and turning to go down the Peninsula Sub, it would instead go from Boston to Richmond all the way south to Petersburg, stopping at Ettrick and taking the connection. You know, just like, you know, the train we call the bus does now. It would take the connection at BX. So basically it would probably run around the same time as it does with the Newport News schedule, but I don't know what they're going to call that train on NS. I know it'll be P067 and P066 on CSX, but I'm guessing on Norfolk Southern P067 is probably going to be 04E and P066 will probably be 05E. Don't quote me on that, I'm just guessing, but since they already have an 02 and 03E, it would make sense to have 04 and 05E for the new trains. In a way, this would also be a good thing because, as you know, the Peninsula Sub is a single-track main line with controlled double-track sidings, which means that if they cut the Newport News service down to just P094 and P095, it would have a lot more room for the coal trains, and the coal trains wouldn't have to stop. Although, as you saw in my videos from about a week ago, the Peninsula Sub's pretty much dead. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if maybe the landslide in Gladstone had anything to do with it or anything, but that line's basically a shadow of its former self, and there's not a lot of stuff going in and out of Newport News, although it can vary widely because it depends on how much needs to go to and from Newport News. So sometimes it can be really busy, other times it's dead. In the case when I went last week, unfortunately it was dead. And unfortunately, when you go on the Peninsula Sub, that's the chance you take. Same goes for the Portsmouth Sub. That's even more hit or miss than even the Peninsula Sub is. So when you go on either of those lines, like I said, it's a chance you take. Anyway, though, but like I was saying, so basically, the moral of this, the reason I posted this video here is get your pictures of the C&O signals while you can. They'll probably be there for a while because Lord knows the the new CTC signals at Wakefield have been there since probably December of 2012 last year, and they still haven't been activated. So the main purpose of this video is, one, be sure to get your pics of the C&O signals, and secondly, possibility of the Newport News trains being rerouted to Norfolk. By the way, now that I'm on the subject of the Norfolk district, another thing I thought I would tell you is, I don't think I mentioned this before, but there was a chance I heard that July 17th they were going to be activating the new signals between Disputana and Ivor, the new CTC signals. Not so. I think what they're going to do is they're going to activate Disputana to Obenchain first. Obenchain is the new signals at Waverly, just west of downtown Waverly. You saw them in my in one of my videos. I'm pretty sure they got a three-headed signal with the bag still on them. They're going to do that first, and then they're going to activate the signals at Wakefield, but the ones at Ivor won't come till much later. Or, well, I take that back. Probably the ones at Ivor will be activated soon. The signals have been activated at Windsor as of about a month or two ago. However, they're running under ABS right now, so green all the time. Unfortunately, it's going to be a while before anything east of Ivor gets activated because there's still a new switch that they have to put in there. As I mentioned before, they're putting in 50-mile-an-hour crossovers every few miles to run trains around each other, which will be much more efficient in the long run. But unfortunately, there's a switch, a crossover at Dwight, which is right in between Windsor and Ivor. It's just east of Ivor and just west of Windsor. There's still a new crossover switch that hasn't been installed by Norfolk Southern yet. And because of that, it's unlikely that anything west of Wakefield, or sorry, not west. It's unlikely anything east of Ivor or Windsor, it's unlikely anything east of Wakefield or Ivor will be activated until that new switch has been installed and is placed into service. But anyway, that's enough of my rambling. I just wanted to give you the gist of things. If I find out any other information, I will make other videos like this as needed. I'm sorry I'm not looking my best right now. I got my gym clothes on. I'm about to go run on the treadmill and do some exercise on the elliptical and gotta keep in shape. So anyway, y'all have a good day. Stay safe at the tracks. I should be going out rail fanning pretty soon. Since the Peninsula Sub left such a bad taste in my mouth, I'm going to NS. So just so you know, I'm not saying where, but I will be rail fanning NS fairly soon. So have a good day, everybody. Take care and stay safe at the tracks. Look, listen, and live.